King of Pro Wrestling 2021, presented by New Japan Pro Wrestling. Hello, my name is Phantom TEW and welcome to the next episode, episode 14 of the Forbidden Door Save, where we take the conglomerate of AEW, New Japan Pro Wrestling and Impact to take on the might of the WWE. In this episode, as you heard, we have King of Pro Wrestling, but before we go on to telling you what the card is for tonight's show, make sure, if you do like the idea of this series, let me know by leaving a thumbs up and subscribing so that you're around for future episodes of the series. Now, King of Pro Wrestling, which will be crowning the 2021 King of Pro Wrestling. And here is our card. Opening match of the night sees Bad Luck Fale versus Tomoaki Honma versus Kyle Fletcher of the United Empire. In a 30-minute time limit, one fall for the victory triple threat in the King of Pro Wrestling semi-finals. Match 2, Tiger Mask 4 takes on Ryusuke Taguchi and Master Wato in a second semi-final, also one fall, 30-minute time limit. Third semi-final sees Great-O Khan take on Toru Yano and Chase Owen. In our third semi-final, once again, one fall, 30 minutes. We then have a grudge match as Bullet Club's Show takes on Chaos's Yo, the former Roppongi 3K. They've got 30 minutes, one fall. Let's see them settle their feud here. But then the IWGP Tag Team Championships on the line as Zack Sabre Jr. and Tai Chi defend against Jeff Cobb and Jonah Rock. 60-minute time limit, one fall. Bryan Danielson made his debut, return to New Japan. The American Dragon made his return at the G1 final, attacking Hiroshi Tanahashi. They're involved in a match today as Danielson teams with Moxley to take on the Golden Ace duo of Hiroshi Tanahashi and Kota Ibushi. They've got a 30-minute time limit, one fall. Our semi-main event sees the winner of each of the three semi-finals going at it in a 60-minute time limit, one fall. And the main event is Kazuchika Okada, Hiroki Goto and Tomohiro Ishii, representing Chaos, take on IWGP champion Shingo Takagi, Tetsuya Naito, and Sanada from Los Ingobernables de Japón. And that has a 60-minute time limit worth one fall. Let's get into the show then. We have got 17,000 people here in the Yokohama Arena. And we have, our opening match sees Bad Luck Fale of Bullet Club take on Tomoaki Honma of the Old Guard and Kyle Fletcher of the United Empire as Fale pins Fletcher in 13 minutes 8 seconds with the Bad Luck Fall. If you look at the ratings, Fletcher is in a comparable league to Honma, which does give me good hope for when we get Aussie Open, who will probably be in the Junior Tag League later this year. And of course, without Roppongi 3K in that division, that's a lot more open now. Anybody could win the Tag League. Could Aussie Open win it in their first attempt? We'll find out later. 47 rating, of course. We then get Ryusuke Taguchi defeats Master Wato and Tiger Mask, pinning Tiger Mask with the Vertebreaker. Tiger Mask was the weak link in this match, 30 compared to Taguchi's 56 and Wato's 51. But overall, a 52. This King of Pro Wrestling division isn't main event. And of course, Taguchi was in America. You saw him a couple of episodes at Bound for Glory, and he's still got some more appearances to make for Impact. But he's also going to be challenging for the King of Pro Wrestling final later tonight. And the third of our semi-finals sees the Great-O Khan of United Empire take on Toru Yano of Chaos and Bullet Club's Chase Owens, and it's Yano who picks up the win. Of course he does, pinning Chase Owens with the Kura Kurashima. Yano gets a 50, O'Khan a 55, and Chase Owens a 47, so not that far behind actually. 54 is pretty darn good. And that sets up the final of Bad Luck Fale, Ryusuke Taguchi, and Toru Yano. That'll be our semi-main event. First non-tournament match sees Roppongi 3K explode as Show takes on Yo And it's a draw. The 30-minute time limit could not hold these two. They have great chemistry, which is really nice to see. Romero was at ringside, which affected both workers, despite show leaving, because obviously they have the connection still. Also, I just forgot to take off Rocky Romero for show. Oopsie, I didn't realise that. So we'll take off Rocky Romero eventually. But yeah, Show and Yo drew after 30 minutes. So you'd assume this isn't going to be the end of this rivalry. 65 rating though. Next, we see the IWGP Tag Team Champions on the line as G1 winner Zack Sabre Jr. and Taichi take on 2/3 of the Never Openweight 6-Man Tag Team Championships, Jeff Cobb and Jonah Rock. And it is the Empire that picks up the victory here, as Jeff Cobb pins Taichi with the Tour of the Islands after Ospreay takes out Sabre Jr. Of course, Ospreay claims he is the true IWGP Heavyweight Champion, and that Sabre Jr. should be challenging him at Wrestle Kingdom, not Shingo Takagi. So yeah, and Ospreay is very much adamant he wants Sabre Jr. to challenge him, even going as far as attacking him here. Gets a 71. Great stuff. Next tag team match sees Bryan Danielson and Jon Moxley defeat IWGP United States Champion Hiroshi Tanahashi and Kota Ibushi when Danielson pins Tanahashi with his running knee strike. I mean, we are building obviously to Danielson versus Tanahashi, and because I'm not sure, should the US Championship be exclusively American wrestlers? No. Just like in WWE, the US title does not mean exclusively US, and the UK title doesn't mean exclusively British. But I think Danielson is a great opponent for Tanahashi for the United States Championship, because everyone wants to see that match. It's Danielson versus Tanahashi. Duh, of course I want to see it. And here is the final. Ryosuke Taguchi defeats Toru Yano and Bad Luck Fale in 21-22 when Taguchi pins Bad Luck Fale with the crossface chicken wing facebuster. Taguchi is your new King of Pro Wrestling 2021. Which means he gets to pick the stipulations and where it's defended, because that's something which I haven't mentioned yet, is that this title is not going to be exclusively defended on New Japan. I mean, we know Taguchi's currently got a working relationship with Impact. He might turn up there, he might turn up on AEW. This is going to be a Forbidden Door open title, and I'm excited for that. 52 rating, great. And the main event sees Chaos Okada, Goto and Ishii defeat Los LIJ when Okada defeats Takagi, IWGP Champion, with the Rainmaker. Of course, Okada lost in the G1 final, but that doesn't mean he doesn't want the title, because he'd love that rematch against Zack Sabre Jr. Of course, the person who challenged him after Zack Sabre Jr. won the New Japan Cup. But gets a 74 overall, and you know what? I think Okada versus Takagi is going to be the next big match we build. And probably be the main event of our next big show, which is, of course, Power Struggle. Which is quite a way away. 2 weeks, so we've got quite a few shows in New Japan World to get to before then. Starting well, we've got Rampage next episode, and then we're coming straight back to New Japan to start the road to Power Struggle. I'm excited for that. I hope you are too. What did the overall show get, though? Gets a 74. We lost in one region, gained in 21. But that's exciting. 17,000 people was a good crowd for a very low level show we've got. And I think I'm very excited about the future of New Japan in this save. Hope you guys are too, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.